and actually turn the audio on. So here we are. Here we are. We are on the Courageous. We have Best Boy, although he needs some stuff. He needs some stuff. I'll give him more speed, yes. And that, sure. Alright, we'll go with that. NIS titles tend to have a short run, so they go in price and become extremely rare quickly. They do. Limited print runs are what makes it so ugh. Make way with Kurt. We need more Sarah in our lives. Okay. Tactics. Alright, let's go. We have Best Boy and then Bench Boy. Wow. Someone ordered a reprint of a bunch of NIS titles recently, including some of the Trails games. I think it was VGP. I've read somewhere that someone restocked or was doing an order, so.
Let's get him.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. What's up, Fifth?
Fierce as fire. Blazing sword.
God Wars for like $20 on Black Friday. Not even on the eShop anymore. Really?
It's my turn. Crimson Slash.
All right.
Very well. Here. There.
Oh, he's gonna get more. Aw,
There.
darn it. Call me strange, but I'm grinding you materials in Chapter 2 of Zero, attempting to make sure I'm set for the rest of the game. That's not being strange at all. I would probably do the same thing.
Man of the hour. How's that?
Calling the shots.
We are, for anybody who's just joining us, we are playing this on Nightmare. Because, you know, why not?
It's my turn. Marcus, activate.
Man of the hour. There.
There.
Gonna need 60 total. How many more do you need?
It's my turn.
Oh, look. Oh, look. Which do you have? 35. We're not going to get a critical out of that.
Wreak havoc. Chaos storm.
I'll just boost everybody
It's my
up.
turn. Ha! I can't afford to lose.
Not sure why, but the only games I like playing on harder difficult are SMT games.
I
decided-
get cuter as I level up.
I decided to do Nightmare only because I
keep getting
found
better.
normal Cold Steel 4 a bit too easy. Even hard at the end dungeon when I bumped up the difficulty was like, okay. pretty much the only reason I done it. Why not? Because I probably because I value my sanity. If I done Abyss, yeah, I probably kind of woulda went insane. I'm not gonna lie there. Even though I did think about it. I did think about it. Playing those since the 90s. Gotcha. 46. Oh, you don't have too much more to go, Shadow King. I do Nightmare, new game plus file, never a new game. That's what I did with Zero and Azure. Funny story, Neo had to ban not a self-promoter, but a Mountain Dew promoter today. Yeah, the Mountain Dew account has been going around promoting. It's a thing. It's a collaboration with Twitch. I read it on one of the social networks today. So we may see the Mountain Dew account in here. Who knows? Edge's Kurt's father on Abyss. That's the fight I was always thinking about. I'm like, oh, I found that one tough on Nightmare, let alone Abyss. I tried to start FC on the hardest difficulties. Instant regrets. What's up, Daramus? Scott also tried first chapter on the hardest difficulty, and me and Dragon were watching him, and he had to bump it down to hard. And he still found it difficult. Trails into Reverie is a wonderful experience, but not as wonderful as a crisp, refreshing taste of Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew is actually really good. Promoting Mountain Dew, well, he Mountain did, and he's Mountain done. Wow. Mountain Dew is gamer. It's true. More gamers drink Mountain Dew. It's fact. Haha Blast from Code Red. We don't even get those anymore. We don't even get them anymore. Coca-Cola's version of Mountain Dew was Mellow Yellow. How have they already broken through? What are the guards even doing? Napping, like you're about to be.
Let's begin.
You hate Mountain... I used to drink Mountain Dew all the time. And now I can't. It's way... It got way too much stuff in it.
Fierce as fire. Blazing swarm. Kane. Gale! Now!
Attack! Bring it on.
I like root beer as well, Daramus. I do like root beer. Barks root beer as well. Barks has bite. Diet Mountain Dew isn't bad. I've never tried Diet Mountain Dew. Although I like Barks. Barks is Coke, yes, I know. But the A&W root beer is also good as well, and I think that's Pepsi. Dr. Pepper is your addiction. Fifth, you will get along well with cardboard. We're using AI to detect bottles on stream. Fees to initiate it. Interesting. Used to drink Mountain Dew because I couldn't do coffee, but I eventually built up the resistance to caffeine content. When my friends can't have Barks, she gets headaches because of the caffeine. Dang. I drink caffeine-free Diet Pepsi, mostly. That's what I have now. Let's do this.
I'll shred you. Ha!
Here's my stage.
Oh, you poor thing. Yeah, let's do that.
May you rest in peace. Fire!
All right.
Yeah, let's do that.
Marcus, activate. There.
I can't.
Oh, please. Please tell me they're all gonna kill each other.
I'm going.
If I don't kill them first. Oh, should I? I got to. I got to.
It's my turn.
I got this.
Man of the hour.
I'm going.
It's my turn.
They don't have enough. They don't have enough. If only their health was a little bit more down, they would have just killed each other until the last one was standing.
I can't afford to lose.
Does their S-craft make them feel all tingly? Yes, it does. Arx doesn't have caffeine. Interesting. So much for that plan they had. We're running out of time. We should hurry.
Your marksmanship is always a sight to see, Your Highness.
Oh, but my abilities are so very humbled in the face of true professionals such as yourselves. My true talent, you see, lies in serenading my allies from a safe distance. Shall I?
That's, all right. I think we'll manage.
Have I ever said I love the banter? Love the banter.
Enemies approaching. Please be careful.
Okay. Okay.
Fierce as fire. Blazing swarm.
No.
I'll see to this. I'm up. Kane.
Looking at that guard break
It's my
again, I'm
turn.
like,
Man of the hour.
oh, I can't. Look at that. Why are my alerts not working? Sebas, thank you for the 13 months. You know what Reen's favorite beverage is? A cold steel Mountain Dew. Sebas, thank you for the 13 months. Welcome back. Enjoy the ad for reviewing those lovely emotes. That's one thing that I have to do is I have to change over all my alerts to a different thing. Because as much as I love StreamerBot for the alerts,
Bring it on.
as much as I love StreamerBot for the alerts, they don't work half the time.
Here's my stage. Far too slow. It's down.
This one's mine.
This isn't. I can't.
I'm going.
It's my turn.
Can I knock you back?
It's down.
Attack.
What's... Never mind.
That's it.
Never mind.
There.
I know at this. I know on mine I have to test them at the start of stream, or they don't
Bring it
work for
on.
some reason. Like some of them work and some of them don't. That's my issue.
Let's move on.
But according to what I've been reading, if you switch over to Twitch for your alerts, eventually you'll get some more animated emote slots, which I'm all for emote slots. Do I use Streamlabs? No, I haven't used Streamlabs in years. I use StreamerBot for everything. Air to have reached level 9. Crescent Mirror. High HP increases magic damage 45%. CP increases automatically for every turn. Nice. Dunamis has reached level 8. We now have Shining. Recover 0.8% damage as EP. 3 turns of strength and ATS up. Nice.
Fabulous.
Good old best boy. Finally getting around to Octopath 2, and the fact it's not up for best soundtrack in Game Awards is criminal. We're watching the Game Awards in Discord on the 7th, and I'm pretty much watching it for the world premieres. That's pretty much it. They made themselves at home by the looks of it. Inside Imperial family property, no less. I can't say it warms my heart to see a place I hold so dear trampled on like this. It hardly matters now, though. Our focus needs to be on putting a stop to this. Of course. I love that my RP is increasing. All right. I did do a run through of the Reverie corridor, so if we do end up going back there, we do have some pulls that we can do.
Now, bring it on!
Make sure I got all the scans.
Let's go! Fiercest fire! Blazing swarm! It's my turn! My mind is clear. My blade empty. Now! Ashen flash!
I kind of understand how this is a 4S one, whereas Breaking Dawn is only a
Very well.
a 3S. But still. Ugh. Did you hear about Jeff Keighley's big L regarding the indie game, saying he can't really say what an indie game is when people question Dave Diver being nominated for best indie game despite the devs being owned by Nexon? No, I didn't. Over the last month, I haven't paid attention to any news or anything going on whatsoever. It's a curse, the tire season.
I won't let you.
There!
But it's a bit of a joke because some of the stuff, some of the stuff that was nominated, I think, there should have been games nominated in certain categories that never got nominated.
There.
Is it?
We won, but still, stay sharp.
Nice.
I will take a lot more U material.
Woohoo!
I think I have a certain way that I want to set up some of the characters, so we're gonna break this game soon. Great, we'll be able to reach the bridge with this. Our long-awaited battle with the captain and his men is upon us. Stay focused. I missed out on getting a 1 out of 100 perfect strike, but did manage to get a 1 out of 144 red asteroid dragon. Nice, Common Rider. I still need to build the model kits that I have. Maybe that's one thing I'll try to do for over the holiday. Machias, strength boosting accessories so we can be a better pack mule for inventory.
But I see General Le Guin is no longer with you, which tilts the odds in my favor. If you value your lives, you will put down your weapons and surrender.
You're the ones who need to surrender. We know exactly what you're after now. You want the same thing as the soldiers who tried to pull off a coup in the capital.
You must already know that their plan failed and they were arrested. Yet here you are, subjecting Nord to the very same indignity.
Don't tell me you seriously think you can pull off a coup on your own.
Oh, but I do. For we have the support of the Supreme Leader himself. Had we defeated the loathsome Republic in the war, we could have brought unity and peace everlasting to all the continent. Yet our leaders threw away that chance, knelt before our enemies, and cast
His voice
aside
actor sounds
arms
so
forged
familiar.
by our countrymen's blood. Erebonia is walking the road to ruin. Only one chance remains to correct our course.
And you'd take the wheel?
No, you will, Your Highness. The Crown Prince is missing, your father has effectively become a recluse, and your sister is a mere puppet, useless, one and all. But not you. You overcame death aboard this very ship, and ever seek to better the Empire. You would be a fitting symbol of its rebirth. If you and this ship join the Supreme Leader's ranks, our countrymen would be sure to support the United Nation. Then the Empire can take its place as the center of the continent once more, for all eternity. Only that will bring true prosperity to Zemuria.
I don't...
Your insolence toward the Imperial family is galling, but your egotistical ramblings are no easier to stomach.
I can't take Kurt seriously.
You honestly thought to hand His Highness and his wife to terrorists over such foolish delusions of grandeur?
To say nothing of using the Highlands to try and reignite the fires of war. Your crimes are unforgivable.
You aren't seeing the big picture. We and the Supreme Leader aren't thinking only of the Empire. Our eyes are on the future of the continent as a whole.
I always thought he looked sus from the beginning, from the night I saw him. Yeah, like, it just screams, he just screams the vibes. It's like, something's about him.
Compared to such a grand cause, the welfare of royalty in backwater regions like this are insignificant, irrelevant. Why can you not understand that?
Can you even hear yourself?
An eerie mana is filling them to the brim. I'm sure they've been brainwashed in the same manner as Crossbell's people. But it was still their decision to blindly follow this destructive course instead of facing reality.
Leaving them ripe for manipulation. All right. Listen to me. If you don't overturn your thinking, you'll never be able to move forward.
What?
So much was lost during and because of that war. The national mobilization law placed a heavy burden on our people. Many lives were lost, and those who lived will remain forever scarred. While I escaped with my life, I did lose the original courageous, as well as my brother, who I'd hoped to entrust with this nation's future.
Your Highness.
But those losses paved the way for boons we could not have acquired otherwise. And I gained much. A new pair of wings to fly, friends from many nations, my beloved wife, and a new generation of life. I'm also convinced my brother wasn't just running away from his mistakes. He chose his new path in order to move forward. As long as we do not turn our eyes from what we have lost, and let those losses guide us ever onward, then we will not have truly lost anything. Or at least that is what I believe. If your hearts are too twisted for you to turn a critical eye to what you've done, then I will stop you. I have to. As one of the Imperial family, and a son of Erebonia.
You think you can stop us? Then try it!
We're going to back him up with everything we've got.
Right! Not even His Highness can stop us now!
All I remember when Cedric's name comes up. You still want to kick Cedric in the teeth? Oh, look, excellent.
Yeah!
The 23rd Armored Division's leader. Blinded by irrational ideals and anger at the state of the Empire, he now sides with the Supreme Leader.
Calling the shots.
Wreak havoc! Chaos storm!
Calling the shots. All for one, and one for all! Everyone at once!
It's my turn. Arcus, activate!
Man of the hour. Far too slow. Perfect chance.
This one's mine!
I saw something. If Cedric becomes an enforcer, he has a perfect title. Testarosa's name before it was free. The Vermilion Apocalypse. That would be interesting.
Crimson Suns!
I'll treat you immediately.
Thanks.
It'd be interesting to see if what his title would be if he does become an enforcer. Because it is based off of the titles are all based off the tarot cards.
You're only delaying the inevitable.
Man of the hour. Far too slow. It's down.
This one's mine!
It's my turn. Arcus, activate!
Let's go! Fierce as fire! Blazing swarm! Let's go! Roar! Helix strike! It's down!
Attack!
Calling the shots.
There!
This can't be.
We won! But still, stay sharp.
Okay. L Cannon. A blade. Ooh, Holy Breath. Easy. Increase potential of healing arts by 3.5. Recover EP through offensive arts, 0.2% damage of EP. We'll wait for this ad to be over with before I go any further. That was something. Very quick work. Very, very quick work. But, you know, it helps when you have a team like this. Like, look at them. That's a good team. I mean, Emma and Olivier is a team in itself. Missed some of the last stream. Any thoughts on why Shara can't fight? It's been hinted. I never really paid much attention, but the first thing that comes to mind is not because she don't have a weapon, but the first thing that comes to mind, Kamen Rider, is maybe she's pregnant. She's carrying a child. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. Why Olivier won't let her fight. But we're gonna play Trails and we'll probably find out.
I only get cuter as I level up.
I need to keep getting better.
Damn you!
Wait!
You're not getting away!
It's over for you, Colonel Dalton.
You're going to tell us everything you know. Now.
I'm not telling you anything, and this is not over! Surround the Courageous Two! Yes, sir!
Airships? Were they standing by this whole time?
Damn it. Now I know why there were surprisingly few people on board.
Now who has the upper hand? You might be strong, but you don't stand a chance against an entire armored division.
Why do I feel like Aurelia is just going to take one out of the sky?
This does look bad.
Don't give up. Even if we have to barricade our...
What?
We're under attack!
Do they not care that their fellow soldiers are on board?
Just what is happening?
This isn't you?
This is the airborne unit! Please respond! The unmanned tanks we had standing by are assembling and have begun to...
Makes sense. Makes sense.
I've deployed a shield for now. Well, that's enough as a temporary measure, but that won't work forever.
Just what is going on here?
Wait, did the Supreme Leader intend for this to happen from the very beginning?
You have a hunch? See if you're correct.
That's it for all of us! We're doomed!
Can we escape aboard the ship, Your Highness?
Radio's willing, but I'm not sure we'll be ready in time. All we can do is hurry.
This is bad.
We won't be able to resist a concentrated attack from this many tanks for very long.
That voice was...
Don't tell me that was Olaf.
That was Mueller.
Nope, that was Mueller. Okay.
Sorry for the delay. I managed to steal a unit from Zendergate. I know you're in there, Olivier. Get the ship ready for takeoff. And don't you even think of dying, because I have some choice words for you.
Who'd you think it was, Cardboard?
I wouldn't dream of it, dear friend.
The delivery is complete, General. The enemy has more reinforcements on the way. Don't stay in the fray for too long.
Please be careful, and keep Olivier and the others safe.
Understood. We'll meet you at the rendezvous point later.
Thought it was gonna be Craig Red. That's what I thought. So we were both wrong.
To think, it took all these years after following in your footsteps for us to fight side by side. I'd best see you put your interpretation of our master's righteous witness to good use.
I can't imagine the strongest swordswoman in the Empire would have much to learn from my unpolished sword. But I'm glad to have you watching my back. Together, we shall overcome these foes.
Mueller and Aurelia's assistants bought them time they needed to prepare the Courageous Two for liftoff. They then took to the air, recovered Mueller and Aurelia, and united with the Ocutha before enemy reinforcements could arrive. I love how they give me a section that says proceed. What's going to happen? After restraining the 23rd Division, they finally had a moment to rest. Before long, Professor Schmidt came to warn of another approaching crisis that he had observed from the watchtower. No, I was gonna say I will. These soldiers are just cosplayers pretending to be Erebonian soldiers. True soldiers of the Empire would have accepted the decision of their leadership. Oh, he's changed clothes.
More of the Republic's weaponry is on the move?
Indeed. I confirmed it as I was analyzing the projection device. Every one of their tanks and airships at the base started acting independently. It was chaos from there. Most of these left to gather at Nord's northeastern border.
The 23rd Armored Division's tanks, airships, and soldats have started doing the same thing. Forces hidden throughout the Highlands started convening at Zender Gate after they had attacked the Courageous Two. There can only be one possible reason for this remotely operated show.
They're planning to stage a skirmish between the two armies much bigger than the one earlier, and use it as an excuse to restart the war.
This can't be happening.
But something doesn't seem right here. Restarting the war was the 23rd Armored Division's goal, not the Supreme Leader's.
I agree. I think it's safe to assume that he is involved in all of this. But what's happening here doesn't seem to logically connect with him taking over Crossbell and starting a united nation.
I honestly don't think I'd put anything past him at this point.
We just don't have enough information to say for sure what's going on right now. If only I had my artifact. That would make it easier to communicate with those not currently with us.
The sonorous seashell would be very useful here. Do you suppose the Supreme Leader has hold of it now?
If anything, I'd imagine they were more interested in that than Olivier or the Courageous 2. It appears the division wasn't informed of what happened to it after the Defense Force seized it either.
It sounds like we were just being used to camouflage their true intentions, which just makes all of this even more frustrating.
I feel terrible for not being able to keep it safe after the church was good enough to turn a blind eye to me having it.
You can't blame yourself for this, Your Highness. Let's turn it being taken into a positive. We know the seashell makes it possible to communicate over any distance. If we assume it's being used to help control weaponry remotely, our mysteries suddenly aren't quite so mysterious.
Quite. That would certainly explain how they can remotely control even the tanks from Calvert's base. I would assume they're using a device somewhere in the Highlands.
If so, then our next move is clear.
Well, we haven't visited the, you know,
we need to find the remote control
Stonehenge
device
yet.
behind this and destroy it. That's the only way we can prevent this situation from getting any worse.
Then please, let us help you.
I can't fight, but I at least know the lay of the land.
Oh, Toma. Sheeta.
Do the two of you understand just how dangerous what you're proposing is?
Yes. We know that a war might be about to start.
But all of this is happening in our home. It's our problem. We don't want to sit on the sidelines while everyone else risks their lives to help us. We want to be why Lily, Mom, and Charles are safe from harm.
Please just be careful. You're both the best.
They really are.
I won't lie. I'm a little scared. But I don't want to sit here cowering. Let us put those nerves to use. Please.
They've really grown, huh?
Gaius is shocked.
That they have. I feel genuinely proud to know them.
All right. I'll admit that we need all the help we can get, so we'll be happy to have you backing us up. But promise me that you won't willingly put yourselves in more danger than you have to.
We won't.
We promise.
Well, now that that's settled, we need to start deciding who's going to do what. Those tanks could start attacking at any time. At least some of us are gonna need to be ready to stop them.
I agree. Time is of the essence. Let's get to work.
It's nice to have a character that has a healthy family life. Out of all of Zemuria, the two places that I would love to visit is Ymir and the Nord Highlands. The group hustled to form a plan in the short time before the armies were estimated to begin their assault. Eventually, they came up with one that accounted for everyone and put their individual strengths to use. Then, ... Big agree I'm Ymir because of the hot springs.
All
That's
good to
totally
go.
it.
Operation preparations are complete. Report on your individual statuses.
I'm in position in the Southern Highlands.
Seeing Grace and Schmidt work together, what a pair.
The Courageous 2 is also in position.
It's almost time.
Is everyone in the Northeast ready?
Yes, we're also in position. Gaius, Emma, can you get us started?
Of course.
Replenishing mana.
That's definitely the most suspicious spot in the Southern Highlands. Thinking about it, we should have.
What about
pressed
Aaron
harder when
Village?
We were told that area was sealed off because of fallen
Yeah,
winds.
I could do that too.
There's an animal trail nearby that will allow us to approach unnoticed. I'll tell you where to go.
Thanks. You're a doll.
My brother investigated the ancient quarry in Lake Lacrima the other day. There are only so many places in Nord to conceal something like this. So if we rule those out, one conspicuous spot
Jiggle, jiggle,
remains.
jiggle. What's up, Mike?
The Maxwell will...
What was that? It made me think of a wounded beast.
I can feel something murderous in the air.
The Empire's tanks have begun their advance.
I've confirmed the same on the Calvardian side. A significant number of airships are also inbound.
Here we go.
This would be a nice time if Valibro was still around.
What a rabble of soulless lumps. Is this all the challenge they can afford?
Mommy's here.
Right. If I can keep this up.
Kurt, we're ready.
Go ahead and fall back.
Barrier successfully deployed. It looks like it's going to hold.
The northeastern point is secured. Can we leave the airships to you?
Certainly.
Well, that's something. Sealand, thank you for the 21 months of Prime. Don't know why the alerts aren't working, but here we are. Thank you for the 21 months of Prime. How are you?
Professor?
Forget, did Aurelia ever get to test her metal against Valimar? On campus, she did.
The orbal waves confirm that you're in the right place. The device is there for sure.
Oh, hi.
Who is that?
Oh, we found what we came for. Can you return to the settlement and start evacuating everyone? I'll see that the device is disabled. Go.
All right. Good luck, Reen. May the blessings of the winds and the goddess be with you.
You may not be the real Arios, but your skill with the sword is on par with the Divine Blades. That's all the more reason I can't let you sully his name or the integrity of the 8 Leaves School any further. As a master of the 7th form, and a fellow swordsman of the same rank, I'm going to put an end to this. Schwarzer.
You shall
Oh,
fall to my
yay.
blade, Schwarzer.
Pretty sure he did that himself already.
Yeah.
Zombios.
It's my
Well,
turn.
at least he doesn't have like 700,000 health. Oh, Hana, thank you for the tier 1 2 months. Our alerts aren't working. Heike, you haven't gotten to this part yet. I hope you're enjoying it though.
Fierce as fire. Blazing swarm. I'm up. Eternally flowing. Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form. First. Second.
We're counting.
Third. Fourth. Fifth. Sixth.
Guys, thank you for these subs. It's very much appreciated.
8 leaves. Breaking dawn.
Okay, that's not fair.
I'm up.
We love stealing free S-crafts from them. We do. Need to do some Reverie grinding myself so that I can get to this part. Yeah, he did 0 damage. Woo, 0 damage.
I'm up. I'm up. Hold out. Black Tortoise. It's my turn. Huh. Hey. Fool. Winds envelop me with strength. I'm up. My mind is clear. My blade empty.
Okay, I haven't played this yet. Don't know if Context 1 and 2 by the time I get to it. I will have forgotten since I have Azure and 4 Steel Cold Steel games with features sprinkled in between. I get that, Shadow King. I get that.
It's my turn.
There it is.
Here I go.
My Sepith. I've seen this like 6 times.
I'm up.
I took 0 damage from that. Even though he's a fake, but it's an intense fight and closest thing to Rain versus Arios, it is. Trying to see if I can figure out where this fight takes place. You should know. Did he miss? I think he missed.
I'm up. Let's go.
What you got left? 24. Yeah, let's
Pierce is fire.
try it.
Blazing swarm. It's my turn. Eternally flowing. Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form. First. Second. Third. Fourth. Fifth. Sixth. 7. 8 leaves. Breaking dawn.
Yeah, buddy.
Sure, sir. I can't afford to lose.
Just under 6 minutes. Ooh, we got a Zerum out of it. Nice.
Second form. Arcane Gale! Impressive. Damn it. I know that wasn't the real Arios, and yet... Just what are the Supreme Leader and his allies thinking? No. I don't have time to be speculating right now.
Is this Nord? Love easy Nightmare Browser. What difficulty are you playing on, Ohana? I know this fight was hinted at in the OP. Yeah, I haven't watched the opening.
I've secured the device, Professor.
About time.
Playing on Nightmare, first time I've done this difficulty. Nice, nice. That's exactly what we're playing on. I thought about Abyss. I really did.
It appears to have the same basic structure as the device on the watchtower. We need to start disabling it at once. Follow my instructions to the letter.
Yes, sir.
Means you're close. Have to get out of the corridor. I love the corridor. The corridor is really helpful. Trying to get everyone's gear first. I don't have everybody's gear.
They stopped.
Success!
Good. Reen and the professor must have found it.
I wonder if Schmidt has ever pissed someone off enough to the point where they attacked him and he survived by the skin of his teeth and he was gasping for air and crawling on his knees to escape.
Looks like we made it in time.
Reporting in, Your Highness. I've disabled the remote control device. Did that do what we hoped?
All Calvardian units in the northeast have ceased to function.
The same is true for the Erebonian units in the south.
Then the operation was a success. Well done, everyone.
Thank Adios!
But what about the Stonehenge that Sarah and
Did it?
To say I'm relieved would be underselling it.
As if there was any other possible outcome with me involved.
I honestly feared the worst at one point. But you did it, guys.
Is something wrong, Muse?
It's just, I feel like we're missing something.
How could you
What do you
forget
mean?
about...
I'm sorry. I'm having trouble putting my thoughts into words. But
Everyone here is well aware of your keen intellect, even if you can't articulate it cleanly. Whatever insight you can provide would be extremely valuable. Please, Go on.
Think back to the attempted coup in the capital. I think you'll agree that it didn't exactly seem meticulously planned. The same is true here in the Highlands. This was a highly inelegant brute force approach to restarting the war. Neither operation feels like a plan that the Supreme Leader would orchestrate.
That's true.
I think it's safe to assume that he's behind everything happening. Even so...
Even so, why would someone so precise act so sloppily?
Ever since he crashed the signing ceremony, every move he's made has been flawless. Almost eerily so. All evidence still points to him being a fraud, but that doesn't make him the lesser strategist. If anything, he's proven himself to be better. That leads me to believe he intended to dispose of the military elements we've been facing from the start. Meaning, our actions are suiting his needs by taking them out of the picture.
Hold on a second. If all you're saying is true, then our victory here was exactly what the Supreme Leader wanted to happen all along?
Unbelievable. That can't be right.
Then what's his next move? The game isn't over yet. We still have time to turn this in our favor.
But how? What more can we do at this point?
The device is disabled, taking away the only means to remotely control those tanks. And it wouldn't make sense to have a spare. If the Supreme Leader intended us to fall for this ploy, then his goal lies elsewhere. That leaves 19 possibilities. No. None of them fit. There has to be one play, a single move that brings this game to a stunning conclusion.
She's playing like 4 games of 4D chess.
Your Highness, everyone!
What's wrong, Instructor?
Your expression is grave.
You'll understand when I tell you what we found at the Stone Circle. Everyone needs to evacuate now. There's a railway gun here that's about to fire.
Well, that'll do it. Yep. That'll do it.
A railway gun? How?
There was a projection device just like the one at the watchtower here, too. The second the remote control device was disabled, it turned off, and the gun started preparing to fire. Even worse, its target has been preset as the Highlands settlement.
No. What? All of that was pre-programmed?
That has to be the case. Firing that gun was likely his true aim all along. But why did he choose the settlement as his target? There are still people there!
Can't you stop it, Instructor?
I've tried, but the control room is locked, and I can't force my way inside. The firing sequence has already begun. Our only option is to start evacuating people from the settlement.
Thoma's getting horses ready as fast as he can, but...
There's no way to outrun the blast from an 80-reed shell. It's too late.
No! Lily! Mom!
All we can do is what we can, but we can't afford to give up.
We're on our way. Sarah, just get out of there for now.
What's up, Garuda?
It's too late to save them?
Gerudo, sorry.
No, I can't let them die. Is there nothing I can do? If only he were here. If I could just reach out. If only I had the strength. What the...
Son of a bitch!
To me! Tear fingers!
I'm so sorry, my love.
The name's not the same feel, no. Similar suit, though. Similar colors. Let's go!
We're saved?
Why is that here?
What's happening?
Get up, Schwarzer!
What is...
White Knight?
That looks just like...
Mueller, retreat!
What the...
We're going down.
Be calm.
Huh?
Zeit?
You're...
I'll support you with my magic. Don't lose your nerve now, Prince.
Roselia?
Prepare
Okay.
for an emergency landing.
No. Who are...
That does look like Valabro.
This has to be a joke.
Kurt!
Principal Le Guin.
Are you all right? You'll do no more harm.
I see my chance for a real fight has finally come.
It's gone.
You okay, Reen?
Instructor.
Lily! Toma!
Sheeta.
What's up, Blunt?
I was so scared!
That was nothing short of a miracle. My head is spinning.
Instructor!
You all right in there?
We'll get you out right.
Instructor?
Your hair and
Oh,
your eye.
shit.
I'm so glad. You're okay. I've missed you. So much.
Reen. Are you in pain?
No.
It kind of reminds me of Lapis's eye.
I just feel so sad somehow, but also so happy that I could cry.
Cruel Blue Skies. Okay, so that's Reen Act 3. Done. I'm definitely not going to complain about seeing them. We got a trophy out of it. There was a heavy bit of plot there. Yeah, there was. Yep. All right, let's continue, shall we? Oh, I guess we got Mr. Banning's route now. We get back to my my good old buddy Wazzy. That moment was like, what the fuck is that? Right. Exactly what I'm trying to process it right now. All right, Lloyd's route. I'm trying to process it. All right. Should give you something, I guess. And I'll give you something as well, I guess. Prevents faint. Okay. Or we'll go with that. Yeah, let's take that. Hit 2. Don't have an action 3. Okay. That's good. That's good. That's good. Diamond Nova SR. Okay, that's good. Galleon Fort. There's good cast. Shield. Here all. Why do you only have an action 1? Defense. Sure, let's try that. Tira R evade. Oh, I'll take yours. Yeah. Yeah, let's try that, I guess. Hey, what do we have here? You have cover, counterattack, you have auto. Let's do this. And we'll just shove you in the middle. Yeah, there we go. Guessing Lloyd hasn't been updated recently. We haven't done Lloyd's in a while, so yeah. Where am I going? Guessing I'm going this way. Yeah, this way. This way. This way. This way. No.
We won't lose! They're open!
Following up!
My turn. Break them! Raging hammer! Come on, baby. My turn. Now! Got you!
Okay. Arcus activate.
Big bugs. Does Tita have her giant can of raid attachment for her mech? I don't think she does. I don't think she does.
There.
Freeze them, please. Yeah, buddy.
My turn. Right. Hey! Yeah. All right. Get up! Got you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Come on, baby. Yeah. I could have done that in my sleep.
Yeah, I'll keep. I'll keep. I'll keep hers. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that.
Knock him down in one blow.
Commencing drive.
Break them! Raging hammer!
That works.
Come on, baby.
Come on, baby.
Let's go! Get up!
Got you.
Ooh, nice critical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wazzy says, "Come on, baby," and I blush a little.
Come on, baby.
Okay.
How do you not?
Yeah.
They must have sucked DP. It's the only thing I can think of.
Status. All green.
Pizza in the oven? What kind of pizza you got tonight, cardboard?
I can catch my breath now.
Hawaiian, pepperoni and bacon. Ooh, treasure. Meat lovers. Ooh. Ooh, Charles Crack.
Wow, we're so lucky.
Wazzy was my guy from Crossbill. As long as it's not pineapple. Okay, so Blunt, the only acceptable pizza that you can have pineapple is allowed on pizza, in my honest opinion, is Hawaiian.
Let's make this quick. Arcus activate.
Commencing drive.
Now!
Following up.
Cardboard's not pleased with that response. I didn't think he would be. Meat lovers all the way, especially at Mod Pizza. I have them put every single type of meat they can carry on the pizza. For me, I like a good works with hot peppers.
I got some good data.
Because Hawaiian pizza was an event in Canada? No. No. I actually don't. I can put up with pineapple on pizza, but I can't eat it all the time. Give me give the one I post in Discord mostly, the works with hot peppers. Definitely the one I want.
Careful. That one looks tough.
Threat level high. Arcus activate.
Arcus activate. They're open.
Following up.
All right. Keep strong. Toughness shield. All right.
There.
Oh, you're gonna give me that? Really? Interesting.
Come on, baby.
Raring to go. Commencing drive.
Sapphire seal of mine shining from the abyss. Bolster this arm with a strength.
I love
of a
that we get to see this in 3D.
Crush! Akashic arm! All right. Get up! Got you. Let's go. Keep strong. Toughness shield. Let's go.
Yeah.
Kind of simple, like chorizo, and good with that. I've been meaning to order a
Okay.
panzerotti.
Arcus activate.
What is up with this thing? Oh my, what? Oh, come on!
Let's go. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Let's finish this. This is it.
It could have been called for monkey. No monkeys. No monkeys.
It's my go.
Chaos Storm!
It's my go. Dummy Gunner, activate. Absolute zero.
Okay then.
We're not monkey fans here. No. CS2 monkey outside of Legrand. All you need to know.
Times 2! Right.
Freaking monkey.
Yeah. Come on, baby.
Finally, someone who don't like that monkey too.
It's my turn. Keep strong. Toughness shield. Let's go.
Okay.
Can't get to that thing. Dang it.
Commencing drive.
Let's go. Okay then. Arcus activate.
Yeah.
Giant monkey in Xenoblade 1. Don't even talk about that giant monkey in Xenoblade 1.
Let's go.
That was one that was a difficulty spike, right? I was furious. I just wanted my baby Juju. I had to fight it 55 million times. I had to fight that monkey like 10 times. Pain in my ass.
Hey! Yeah. Times 2.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Okay then.
Payback.
I love how he's counterattacking for 0 damage.
Let's go. Hey!
1 damage. There's plenty more monkeys in Jeff's future.
Come on, baby.
I feel like there's going to be
Arcus activate.
many
Raring to
monkeys.
go. Commencing drive.
My turn. Yeah. I could have done that in my sleep.
That took way longer than what it should have been. Although I got a nice bit of experience for it. There better not be a monkey in Yakuza. Yeah, monkey. We're just gonna skip this one. Yeah, there better not be no monkeys in Yakuza. I'll rage. Would be kind of hilarious, yeah, for you guys. I can think of another idea, but again, I can't use it because no slots. I'm gonna save that, I think. My artist just got back to me. Things are happening. She does work fast. She does work fast. What am I looking for? I'm looking for hit 2. There we go. Why isn't every single GD Souls like game there's always a poison swamp? Just like how in every game of Trails there's a monkey or an abyss worm. Just how it is. It's so bright. Took us a while, but we're finally here. RF Military Factory. When Tio finishes her gaming session, yeah, beating the ever-living shit out of Yona in Palm Party. The factory's huge. No doubt it was built to manufacture all kinds of weapons. From what I've heard, it was primarily used to build battle tanks and airships rather than Zauber Soldats. They were still produced here though, just not as the main thing. Then we should be able to find the evidence of the Black Workshop's influence inside. Maybe this factory's officially ceased production, but unofficially... Whoa! Something's still going on here, that's for sure. Frenzied archaism.
Intruders detected. Initiating elimination protocols.
It's huge. What kind of archaism is that? Sure is a fast thing for its size. Be careful. This is highly advanced machine. Get back here. But Lloyd. Steel wires? Sharon? And orbital arrows. That's got to be... Yeah, buddy! Elisa? You're from class 7.
Is everyone all right? We've come to your aid. Our attacks barely put a dent in it.
Never have I encountered an archaism of such an indestructible nature.
Doesn't mean it's invincible. If we work together, we can take it down!
This one's tough. Be careful.
I'll clean this up.
8 turns of damage dealt minus 70. Ugh. That's disgusting. That is disgusting.
Here I go.
Okay then.
Oh, Sharon's at full health.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Right. It's my turn.
Get Tio out here. Either of the other girls can go. Okay. They need the special support section Zord power now. I feel like it's a bad episode of the Power Rangers.
Okay. Sorry.
I'll take over.
Oh.
Beginning analysis. Data received.
Okay.
There.
It's my go. Commencing drive.
My turn.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
All for one.
And one for all.
We gotta hang in there.
I shall assist. Arcus activate.
Come on, baby. Arcus activate.
Thank
Grazie.
you. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, they still hit like trucks. Good old nightmare.
×2.
Good old nightmare.
Yeah.
Okay. Arcus activate.
Certainly.
Keep strong! Toughness shield!
I'll clean this up.
Thank you.
I am the severing chains. No more.
Just in
Fate
case.
has been weaved in wires. Fall into death's embrace.
Hang in there.
You're
Well,
so kind.
that worked. Okay.
Okay then.
We need to up the range on this, I swear.
Thank you.
You're so kind.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grazie. Okay then.
Excellent. All right, let's do this.
Activate. It's my turn.
This.
Yeah.
Okay. Commencing drive.
There.
You're so kind.
Come on, baby.
Keep strong. Toughness shield.
Come on, baby. Sapphire seal of mine shining from the abyss. Bolster this arm with the strength of a giant!
Crush.
I'm thinking about putting a channel in Discord to see how many people can guess what party I would love to use at the end of the game. Kind of like what we did with Cold Steel 1.
It's my turn.
I'll clean this up. Here I go.
Yeah. Thank you.
Gotcha.
Raring to go.
Well, that wasn't fun. That was no fun at all.
mode. Activate. Hope this perks you up.
You're so kind. I'll clean this up.
Keep strong. Toughness shield.
I shall assist. Here I go.
I won't let you. It's my turn.
Can you not? We do this.
Let's go. Hey, it's over. Rising Nova.
Okay, we're gonna try something here now in a second.
My turn.
Possibly.
Certainly. Arcus, activate.
Times 2.
I'll treat you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Grazie.
It's my go.
Keep strong. Toughness shield.
Okay. Arcus activate.
Yeah.
Okay, this is sciencing here now. We're gonna science this. It might work. Might not. Who knows?
Yeah.
Would you look at that? It
I'll
worked.
clean this up.
It worked.
Here I go.
Almost tempted to buy Tales of Symphonia on PS5 while it's on sale. Had to remind myself that 1, I have it on PC. 2, with the bugs
baby.
and it's still 30 FPS. No reason to get it, since the only reason I have pulled the trigger was to have all the games on one platform. Yeah, the 30 FPS is what kills me about it. Strength, this one's better.
Shine on! Brilliant design!
My turn. All for one.
And one for all!
All together now. Gotcha.
Keep it up, everybody! Raring to go. Commencing drive.
Right. They're open.
Got you.
I'll clean this up. Arcus, activate.
There!
Broken! Yay!
Enhancing!
Like how I saw a vid of the patches they did. The major patch was to get rid of the bug that caused some dungeons to be bugged. Like how they did a problem slip by people. Game breaker if your game breaks while in a dungeon. It's true. It's true. Damage plus 60 for 6 turns.
Strike!
Let's go!
Get him! Blast Force!
It's my turn. All for one!
And one for all!
Everyone, move in!
Get it! Who can do it? You can!
Certainly.
I love that.
Now! Following up!
Yeah, I noticed that dragon. I was like, ugh.
An opening.
There!
I am the severing chains. No more. Your fate has been weaved in wires. Fall
A lot of text.
Hope you're ready.
Ah. Do I do it?
Yup. Orbital Driver, now in overdrive. Ether, Debuster!
Yeah, sure, why not? $33,000.
It's over! Rising Nova!
Yeah, I think I got it.
Sorry, but we got stuff to do.
Man, you guys were super cool.
That's a lot of experience.
Of course I'd improve.
Leveled up. I got a little stronger.
Chafe Grenade 2.
Nice.
Dragoona Edge 2. I love how they just put numbers on the end of it all. That sure wasn't easy. How's everyone holding up? Fine enough, but I'm not so sure that it'd be the case if not for Sharon and Elisa's timely arrival. You're both real lifesavers. I'll take that. We sure weren't expecting to bump into anyone here, but even if I knew you'd make it out of the city, seeing you here in person gives me peace of mind. I could say the same about you. So I'm guessing you're also conducting some kind of private investigation? Just the two of you? I seem to recall there were others from Thor's in the city. 2 others, yes, but we were separated when making our escape. I'd gladly take Toa over Machias. That's unfortunate. Same thing happened to me and Tita. I sure hope Instructor Toa's alright. And Inspector Regnitz too. Who? It never gets old having Kia run up and encourage us after every victory. I love it. I absolutely love it. The high key gave up on making new names for the upgrades. You know, it is what it is. We either putting the words true or EX in front of it, or we're keeping it a number in. We tried looking into developments at the Reinford Company while attempting to ascertain their whereabouts. That led us to learn that information connected to the new Zauber Soldats were here in this very factory. Might I assume you're all here for the same reason? We are, and judging by that archaism we just took out, I'd say we've hit pay dirt. Our enemies wouldn't have anything to that size or strength guarding the place if there was nothing to be found. Please be all right, Mom. There ain't a minute to waste. Let's get our asses inside. Right. We need to know far more about what we're dealing with if we ever hope to liberate Crossbell again.
You can count on us for support. Until we meet up with Machias and Toa, I'd be glad to make myself useful enough for the both of them. I can't take the Black Workshop's technology being used for evil another minute longer. Not just because I'm an employee of Reinford, but because I'm the daughter of Franz Reinford.
I couldn't ask for a better shoulder to lean on right now.
Absolutely.
I, of course, will assist you alongside my lady. I was the severing chains. It would sit poorly on me to turn a blind eye to the Sixth Anguis's machinations.
Well, enough for you to say, but you're more Sharon to us now than you ever were among the Enforcers. This burden isn't yours alone.
I wonder if they ever cross paths.
I appreciate you saying so, Father.
This is great. With so many on the case, our odds are going up and up. Couldn't ask for a better group for this, huh? Food for thought. It is. Not setting a very high bar there, Elisa. I mean, Toa is rather capable, but what is Bench Boy really adding to that equation? He's rather going to pass or fail the inspection. That's it. Well, let's dive right in. The entrance isn't too far. I'll show you the way. Just keep in mind that you can never be too cautious once we're inside. The EDFs probably swarmed the whole building. We'll be careful.
That archaism was so advanced.
Yeah, and everything points to it coming fresh off the factory line.
The Society is most certainly involved, and much of this stinks of one member in particular.
Burst drive goes hard.
How
It does.
dare they try to have their way on Reinford property?
I use burst drive in Cold Steel 4 quite a bit. And then I realized Yuna had one, and I was like, yeah, no, Machias is going to the bench. Again. Or as Daramus would call it, the cargo hold. You use both? I just couldn't see myself using Machias. That one thing in Cold Steel 1 turned me off from him. Fix those craft of Chrono Burst and literally no matter the HP bosses don't get a turn. It's true. It's true. Oh, it was a terrible first impression. I've never been in here before, but it sure looks like it's still in operation to me. But I don't see anyone from the EDF. Maybe they don't need staff here. From what I see, the entire production line is automated. Okay, so somewhere inside we should likely find... Something wrong, Elisa? It's nothing. We should get moving. Lady Elisa and I will be your guides. We have some bad news. The cargo hold is already filled. But on the bright side, we do still have some space on the left wing. Yeah, Machias has been, he's been promoted to coffee maker. That's exactly what it is. He is the coffee maker of the group. Can we just take a moment? Machias brings a shotgun to a magic monster fight. True. The song is called Breeding Innumerable Arms. I like it. The terminal is set to lock. I guess I have to do this first. I'm spending UMC. I am. Oh, it's locked. They really didn't skimp on security. Should have counted on as much for a military factory. Maybe so, but during my last inspection, this door wasn't here. Everything, from the walls to the machinery, has changed so much that it doesn't even feel like I'm in the same building. They've scrapped and revamped the factory's interior from top to bottom. What? That seems like an awful lot of work. The Rhineford Company's efforts this past month have been focused on dismantling weapons used in the war. I assume our foes took notice and used our being distracted to seize this place. So they redid everything to manufacture more Zauber Soldats? And all in a month's time. But then, just about anything goes when your enemy is Ouroboros. This certainly throws a wrench into you two acting as our guides now, doesn't it? Still, even if it is harder to navigate, it sounds like whatever we find will be worth the trouble. I wonder, is this going to unlock the door in the Rosenberg house? Or the Rosenberg mansion, I wonder? I wonder if they're linked. Anyway, I'm thinking that terminal is the key to getting inside. It looks like it's one of our models. Could you give me a hand, Sharon? With pleasure. Let us know if we can help. Yeah. This is getting nowhere. This terminal seems to be connected to another one via the Orbital network. But the network address is encrypted, so it's not going to be easy finding its physical location. Too bad for us. Damn it. We really can do jack all here. We could try splitting up and seeing if we can find another terminal. There isn't any guarantee the other one is also here, so I'm uncertain if anything would come of it. Actually, I get the feeling we won't need to worry about the other one. If we're going to look around, we should just keep it to around this area. So mostly wait? Really? If that's what you think, then all right. Let's see if there are any clues nearby. They searched as thoroughly as they could without straying too far, but there was nothing of use to be found. But just as they were starting to lose hope of any progress being made, oh, Did you figure something out? Another device accessed the same server as this one a few minutes ago. I think we just got very lucky. I smell a risk worth taking in that. We don't know who we're dealing with, of course, so you ought to disguise your voice. My mask will do just as well. Good idea. He really is prepared for anything. It's raining Mira around this guy. Cool group is cool.
Testing, testing. Hello? I assume someone is there. Can you hear me?
What? Who is calling us? And from where?
Lloyd.
I got it. You're speaking to Detective Lloyd Bannings of the Crossbell Police Department's Special Support Section. Could you tell me where you're calling from?
You're just gonna lay it all out there first thing?
I hope you won't regret that.
He's being direct to catch them off guard. Call it a Lloyd special.
Definitely.
There's a name I didn't expect to hear. I recognize some of the other voices too. Guess I don't need to worry about a thing if she's with her beloved.
I've heard of him, but we've never met him.
Well, he's got spunk. I like him. Huh? Why does everyone know him, Rufus? Is he a friend?
Not quite. But he is nevertheless at the right place at the right time. I will handle this. I'm afraid we have no intention of sharing that information with you. I assume you are aware of the problem we face?
Yeah. Looks like the security systems we're up against are interconnected. That means we aren't going anywhere if we don't work as a team. If you're willing, then so am I.
Good. Your cooperation is much appreciated. On my signal, make an attempt to unlock the door. I assume that as long as we do it at the same time, we will succeed.
If only they knew the history.
All right.
Oh, it opened!
So that's how this all works.
The door on our end's open too.
You have our thanks. I imagine we'll be encountering more doors of this nature. Might we count on your assistance as we do?
Sure. Can do. We'll leave your identity aside for the time being. Let's prioritize getting through this.
Your understanding is much appreciated. Until next we speak then.
They cut communications. I wonder who they were. Their voices were too garbled for me to recognize them. One of them sounded a lot like... Unauthorized access detected. Increasing threat level in the first and second laboratories. It was loud, wasn't it? I need to fix that. Of course they'd ship out a bunch of archaisms as a welcoming party. I can't say I didn't see that this is coming. Just goes to show they really don't want us to find what we are here for. And we're not the only party who knows there's something good to be found here. Either way, whatever they throw out won't be enough to stop us. Just keep an eye out for archaisms while making sure nothing goes unchecked. Yeah, we got this. Sorry, folks. RIP headphone users. About time we could start exploring. Can't say I feel great about working with cops. nothing we can really do about that now. I hope we can find something here. Well, let's begin. I trust we can count on you to guide us. I'll try, but the layout looks nothing like I remember it. There's no telling what traps await. Be careful. Let's go, go, go!
So this is where they're manufacturing helmets.
They've repurposed the Zorg and Melgia production lines, it seems.
Pisses me off. Let's go before I wreck the place.
Part of the game was interesting. I'm gonna go this way first.
My turn.
Raring to go. I'll clean this.
We won't lose!
Oh well.
Phantasmal butterfly!
My turn. Arcus activate.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Beginning analysis. Data received.
Too bad. A chance.
Following up.
I'll clean this up. Arcus activate.
Yeah.
What's with the storm?
Right. Yeah. They're open. Got you.
It's my go. That. Yeah.
It is pretty colors.
Okay then. Sapphire's seal of mine shining from the abyss. Bolster this arm with the strength of a giant! Crush! Akashic arm! Now that the threat's been
Only like, you know,
neutralized,
40,000 damage.
Right.
My turn.
Yeah, I'd rather, yeah.
Ready?
Could be a while before we can
Rumble! Time to play hard. My turn.
I'll clean this up. Arcus, activate.
Right.
Yeah! Yeah! They're open! Got you.
Raring to go.
Keep strong. Toughness shield.
Raring to go. Beginning analysis. Analysis complete.
It's not bad.
Times 2! Yeah.
I think it was wind he was weak against. Maybe? I don't know. Find out. We'll find out.
It's my go. Arcus, activate.
My turn. Arcus, activate.
I'll clean this up. Arcus, activate.
Right.
Yeah! They're open! Got you.
Yeah!
Ooh, I got 2 of them. Nice. I was only getting 1 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah! It's my go.
Keep strong. Toughness shield.
Okay. Arcus, activate.
Times 2! My turn. Arcus, activate.
I'll clean this up. Arcus, activate.
There!
Critical. Not bad.
Yeah.
I was expecting to do more damage with this stuff, though.
Enhancing! Yeah! Okay. Commencing drive.
It's my turn. Right.
Hey! They're open! Got you. Okay then.
Really, you don't have an impede. Interesting.
Arcus, activate.
I'll clean this up.
You don't have an impede. Interesting.
If you would, please.
I'll help.
You have an impede.
Here's our chance. Following up. There.
Soul Blur still
Thank you.
is like one of the nicest
Keep strong. Toughness shield.
cheap arts that you can
My
use.
go. Commencing drive.
Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. Now. Got you. It's over.
There you go. My body is telling me to go to bed, kind of like a certain snarky cat. Good night, all. Don't worry, Sealand.
It
Thanks for
always
hanging
feels
out, buddy.
right when it comes to
Always
you.
appreciate it. Get some
I
rest.
get what you mean. We're so in sync that I don't even have to think half the time.
Cats reached leveled 8. Chrono Break, 32% chance to absorb arts, 45% chance to deal critical damage.
Nice. I did it.
Oh, how lovely. I did it!
Gabriel Arrow 3. Oh, look, we have 120% chance to mute.
Hope that chest has some nice stuff in it.
My, this one's quite rare.
Yeah, wow. Wow, indeed. Wow. 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 I think I might have to change my settings, Dan.
Now's our chance to strike.
Oh, look, we have vacuum cleaners. An autonomous cleaning robot further upgraded to perceive all humans as trash. Its suckage has been pushed beyond legal limits.
Come on, baby.
Yeah.
Okay. Commencing drive.
Right. Now! Got you!
I'll clean this up. Arcus activate.
My turn.
There.
I'm not even using any battle orders. We'll get them. We'll get them. Of course, it had to be that one that
Raring
gets
to
the.
go. Yeah. I shall assist. I
I am the severing chains, no more. Your fate has been weaved in wires. Fall into death's embrace. Let's be off, everyone.
This is what I wanted. Ooh,
Better take good care of something so rare.
Spirit incense. Won't bother with that one. Maybe I should.
Let's make this quick.
Here I go.
Hey!
Raring to go. Arcus activate.
Yeah.
Enhancing.
Never needed it.
Let's be off, everyone.
Never needed it.
It won't do to tarry here for long.
Here's our shot.
Raring to go.
So I pray. Testament crossed!
It's my go. Commencing drive.
I'll clean this up. Arcus activate.
There.
It's my turn.
Ow.
I won't let you!
Okay then.
Yeah.
I shall assist. How does this suit you?
A chance. Following up. Okay. Arcus activate. Yeah.
I mean, I froze them. It's good, isn't it?
Dear me, even more guests.
My turn. Arcus activate.
Okay.
Hope you're ready. Yeah. Orbital driver now in overdrive. Ether debuster.
Yeah.
Should have one more after this. It seems like it's going to be a good section. I'm just going to go back and forth between Lloyd and
You asked for it.
Rufus,
I'll clean this up.
which is good. I can't wait to get to the other group.
All for one.
And one for all!
Everyone, your assistance.
Gotcha.
Who can do it? You can.
Right. Yeah. Okay then. Arcus activate.
Okay.
Commencing drive.
Yeah. Now that the threat's been neutralized, let's go.
Cross Crusade increases potentially healing items by 1.8. Item range by 4. Available for each level 8. Flare Butterfly. CP 22 for each offensive arts cast. One turn of all stats. One turn of all stats? Okay. That's not bad, I guess. If it was more turns, it would be alright, though. I would like 3.
I got a little stronger.
Nice.
Ooh, let's nab whatever's in that chest.
Deal bonus damage to low-level enemies plus 50%.
I feel nice and recharged now.
Let's make this quick. Huh?
How does this suit you? A chance. Following up.
Let's go. Now.
Got you.
Raring to go.
Just gonna do
Keep
this
strong.
just in case.
Pop the shield.
Okay. ready. Break! Strike!
Yeah.
I mean, that worked.
Okay then.
That worked.
Yeah.
Let's go. Hey!
Okay then. Sapphire seal of mine shining from the abyss. Bolster this arm with the strength of a giant!
Really like his S-craft. I look away for a second. Why are we fighting R2-D2? We're not fighting R2-D2.
Now that the threat's been neutralized, let's go.
Man, you guys were super cool.
R2-D2 was white and blue, not yellow. This is R2-D7.
Wow, we're so lucky.
A well-needed refreshment.
Wait, isn't this part of the robot we fought at the top of Orcus Tower? Asmodine? It looks that way. That model was supposedly scrapped, wasn't it? But if part of it is here, that means... I wonder if there's anything left in here. Seems so, but it's protected with multiple layers of encryption. I'll need all the help I can get. Sharon, Tio, Tita, Kia, mind giving me a hand? It would be my pleasure. You can count on me. With this many capable hands, we should have it cracked in no time. Best of luck, everyone. Jackpot. My assumption was correct. It's chock full of information on Zauber Soldats. Tech support is here, including Asmodine and the new Helmord model. It appears R&D began roughly around when Crosswell was occupied last year. They were undoubtedly manufactured in this factory. So even then, the cogs were already in motion. I presume the Sixth Anguish was already in on it by then. But something doesn't quite add up. What do you mean? I agree. The Sixth Anguish may be an expert on iteration and novel application of existing tech, but only the Black Workshop knew how to manufacture Zauber Soldats during the war. We were thorough as could be investigating all Imperial sites connected to the workshop, but we didn't find a thing. How the Zauber Soldat engines were made is still a complete mystery. There was zero indication of the manufacturing process in any of the factories we searched. Even Mom and Professor Schmidt can't make heads or tails of it. They said that with the gnomes gone, it shouldn't be possible ever again to make new models. But the presence of that Asmodine model and those Helmord suggest otherwise. You're right. It doesn't add up. Just where did Professor Novartis get the technology? We can worry about that later. No sense standing around theorizing when there's so much left to explore. Yeah, I feel like we're still missing two. We're still missing too much to know anything for sure. We could put things together later. Agreed. Either way, talk about a nice find. Let's keep going and see if we can dig up anything else. We get to play as the kids. I should save this for tomorrow. Actually, no, we can make it to the end of this one.
Stay out of my way!
Don't be shy, keep playing. I have to work tomorrow morning.
Yeah!
Once but a literal cog in a machine, this ambitious gear now seeks out other independent spirits.
I shall.
This is the last Saturday. Oh, that takes EP. Interesting.
I'm on the case. Hello, anybody home? So that's who I got. In my hair.
Asking for it. On it.
We'll get to the end of this one, though.
Target locked.
She's on the case. Almost done with it, though. Glass half full, buddy. You got this. Feels bad for you, though. The long run pays off during the holiday season. It does. There's a moving sale tomorrow. Nice. Oh, I get useless.
No!
Not with me!
Yay! Nonsense!
Can you imagine a child wielding that big of an axe?
We're low on time. Let's go.
Then again, Ren wields a scythe that's like twice the size of her.
Easy.
That thing is ugly.
No choice. Here goes. Fly!
Very well.
That eye is me when I stay up till 6 in the morning. A familiar colloquy known as the Devil's Eye. Those who dare to meet its malignant gaze are soon to meet their maker. And it gives me an eye drop.
My turn.
Oh, look, we have Alice. We're not in Wonderland anymore. A doll with silver scissors that finds joy in great slaughter. Its pure insanity beneath its mask is masked by its beautiful face.
How shall we play? Arcus, activate!
Flow! Here you go!
Yeah!
Now then.
Dance for me! Wide open!
You're out! Very well. Ah! The battle is over. Now let's proceed.
Easy.
Dance for me!
Aww. There was a 60% chance.
Target locked. Keep at it!
Got you! My turn. And bam! Yay!
On it. Target locked.
How shall we play?
Oh, I don't like that.
Arcus, activate!
Oh, I like that though.
Yay! No!
I don't like that.
It's me! Arcus, activate! Yay! I saw that coming. I saw everything coming.
That was agreeable. Easy.
Love their after battle lines. They're great. Oh, look, it's a clay doll. If Muse said it, that would have been something. They should have had like takes of different characters saying different other character lines. That would have been great.
Like the way, noble Ark!
Very well. And bam! How shall we play? Now then. Dance for me!
Ah! I got the big one!
Ready?
Arcus, activate!
Here you go!
What are the chances? Well, 60%, because that's what it is.
I saw that coming. I saw everything coming.
Can you imagine the voice lines, though, that you can combo together if we had them? With all the characters? Maybe we could come up with some interesting sayings.
It's only natural. Can I hold it, please?
You can definitely hold that. That is a great find.
Let's have a bit of fun.
Sure. A doll that emits blood-curdling cries to drive others mad. His rather psychotic nature beneath his masked by its pretty appearance.
Okay.
Very well.
Yeah!
I actually like this too. 7th caliber. It's an art that I don't use very often, but I do like it's colorful.
How shall we play? Arcus, activate!
There!
Yeah! Very well.
I mean, that worked.
On it. Like the way, noble Ark! On it. Target locked.
Very well.
It's me! Now! No problem.
On it.
My turn! The battle is over.
She was petrified. I figured, you know, one hit, it would be like, yeah, done. Shattered. No, not at all.
These traps are nothing but cheap toys. There's not a scrap of elegance to them. Did Rosenberg make these?
They aren't his style. But I think I know whose style they are.
Protection program on the terminal needs to be operated at the same time as the other route.
You gonna fight that? Is it worth the effort? So dial it up a bit.
Gleam! Calamity Sphere!
Criminal clown.
Very well. Dance for me! Arches!
You're up! I shall. And bam! In my hair!
Asking for it!
How shall we play?
Fine. Do this.
Here you go!
Yeah!
Okay.
No touching! Palace Capellion!
On it. Hip! They're down!
Got you!
Flow!
It's me! Ah! Yay!
This should break them.
Okay. They're down!
Got you!
My turn now. Dance for me! Wide open!
You're up! It's me! Arcus activate! Very well! Ugh! No!
Asking for it! Okay. They're down!
Got you!
Here you go!
Oh yeah, done. Done like dinner. Barbecued even. Barbecued.
I saw that coming. I saw everything coming.
But of course. I'm curious to see what's in that chest myself.
Cerulean Cannon SR. Oh dear. Oh dear, I just thought of something. Okay, Oh my, that's gonna be fantastic.
I've got you where I want you. There!
Very well.
Like the way, noble orc!
Very well.
My turn now.
Dance for me! It's me! Arcus activate!
On it. Hip!
Ow!
I'm here for you!
Appreciate it.
Don't you just hate it when you go to accidentally go the right way and you have to backtrack the wrong way? Yes. All the time. All the time.
On it.
It's me! My turn! No!
Asking for it.
My turn now.
Yay! I saw that coming. I saw everything coming.
Ready whenever.
That was just the cure.
A simple matter. Very well.
Very well.
Dance for me.
Trophy.
Wide open. You're out.
Also, we got the big guy again.
It's me. No touching. Palace Capellion. How shall we play?
Okay.
It's me.
He shoots lasers out of his eyes.
My turn. In my hair.
Asking for it. Ready? Keep at it.
Got you.
My turn now.
We need a tea party.
Time to entertain my guests. Round and round. Up you go. Time for the main event. What a delightful tea party.
We're low on time. Let's go. Ooh, I like a lot.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna backtrack and heal. Because we can. That will go far out of context? Yes. Yes, it would.